Ever pondered what made Alexander so great? His story begins in the ancient kingdom of Macedonia over 2 millennia ago. Born in the summer of 356 BC, Alexander was the son of King Philip II. From a young age he was groomed to be a leader, his education orchestrated by none other than Aristotle, the renowned philosopher. Aristotle's teachings instilled in Alexander a deep love for literature, science, and the arts, shaping the man he would become. In a shocking turn of events, King Philip was assassinated, and at the tender age of 20, Alexander ascended the throne. Suddenly, the weight of the kingdom was on his young shoulders. He proved himself a capable ruler, managing Macedonia's affairs with wisdom beyond his years. Yet the young king was not content with just ruling Macedonia. His eyes were set on larger, grander visions. With a fire in his heart and an army at his back, Alexander embarked on what would become one of the greatest military campaigns in history. It was in the year 334 before Christ, when Alexander set his sights on Persia. The first major test of his ambition came at the Battle of Granicus, where his superior tactics and indomitable spirit led to an astounding victory. But Alexander was not done. He took his army to the Battle of Issus, where he again demonstrated his genius for strategy and courage in the face of adversity, leading his men to another stunning triumph. Yet the jewel in the crown of his Persian campaign was the Battle of Gaugamela. Here, against overwhelming odds, Alexander's boldness and strategic brilliance shone brighter than ever, leading to a decisive victory that marked the beginning of a new era. Embracing the customs of his conquered foes, Alexander sought to unify Greek and Persian cultures under his rule. Yet even the vast Persian Empire was not enough to quench Alexander's thirst for conquest. Unsatisfied with his Persian conquests, Alexander led his troops to the unknown, seeking the ends of the world. This thirst for the unexplored led him to Egypt, where he founded Alexandria, one of the greatest cities of the ancient world. Here he sought answers from the oracle of Amun, hoping to understand his divine purpose. His quest then took him east, to the lands of India. Here he faced the Battle of Hydaspes, a conflict that tested the mettle of his men and the strength of his leadership. The Indian campaign was challenging, the terrain hostile, the weather unforgiving, and the enemy resilient. Yet, Alexander pressed on, driven by his insatiable desire for conquest. But even the most relentless of men have their limits. The hardships faced in India, coupled with the exhaustion of his men, led Alexander to turn back. His journey ended not at the world's end, but at the limits of his own mortality. Alexander's death in 323 BC marked the end of a unique era, but the start of an enduring legacy. His sudden demise in Babylon left his vast empire leaderless, leading to its division among his generals, an event known as the Wars of the Diadochi. Yet his impact extended far beyond these borders. His innovative military strategies have been studied and emulated throughout history, from the Roman Empire to modern warfare. His reign also marked a significant cultural shift. Alexander's policy of cultural syncretism fostered an era of learning and artistic growth known as the Hellenistic period, which blended Greek and Eastern cultures. It was an era that gave birth to some of the world's greatest scientific and artistic achievements. The legend that his body never decomposed only added to his mythical status, cementing his place as a figure larger than life. And so, Alexander the Great, a king, a warrior, and a visionary, lives on not just in history, but in the spirit of every dreamer who dares to reach for the stars.